Hi, this is Chuck Martin. I'm at the AI Summit London. I'm happy to say I have with us here Rosanne Werner, founder and CEO of XCelerate IQ. Lee, welcome.
Thank you so much, Chuck.
So you used to do a lot of work with Coca-Cola. Can you tell me about that?
Yes, so after 10 years at Coca-Cola, I've been setting up the Data and AI Mindset program. So this is about building data skills and capabilities within the organization so we can really leverage off the tools that we're building, the data quality, and the processes that we're putting in place.
So is it really kind of back-end supply chain, that sort of thing?
Well, it's really empowering our people to know how to use the tools to make data-driven decisions, and also what are the use cases that we can really leverage AI to help the way we work, how do we make things more efficient, and really focus on the things that we want to do, because AI can take a lot of the grunt work out of things.
So you're an organizational change leader. Organizational change is really difficult. How do you approach it?
It's all about the people, the mindset, the behaviors, and how we integrate the technology and the change into the everyday. We need to bring them aboard on this data and AI journey, make it relevant for them on a day-to-day basis so that they can really use the tools and make it work for them.
So do you have to sell it, basically?
You should leverage off your change agents, so your data catalysts or your AI catalysts. They will come up with the use cases, the success stories, and it really brings along the teams in terms of, okay, what's in it for me? How do I leverage off this? How do I get my own success story using data and AI?
But change in an organization is hard. And typically people say, I'm all for change, just not in my department. So how do you must have people who are the naysayers who say, I'm not going to change, we're working really well right now.
So this is where your leadership alignment and advocacy is really key in driving the change. So you need the change from the leaders to be on board with the change, but then also your data catalyst to really drive that drumbeat in terms of this is why we're changing, and this is how we're changing, and this is how you can change. But you do need the leader advocacy in terms of invest the time, the energy in building your capabilities, testing those use cases, and really learn how to use those tools.
So where do some of the specific technologies fit in this in terms of AI? You know, where is generative AI? Where's ChatGPT? Where's large language? How do these things fit?
It really depends on the use case. So what is the real problem you're trying to solve here? And then break that down into smaller parts of the process you want to improve. And then you determine what type of AI will suit that change. And is AI even the tool to use? It might be other alternatives like traditional programming, automation, which could be simpler and more cost effective. So really understand, is AI the tool to solve that problem?
But since AI is so hot, doesn't everybody want to say we're doing AI?
It is hot, and that's sometimes where companies dive into AI initiatives without identifying that problem, and that leads to poorly designed AI that don't really meet that problem, and it doesn't get used because it doesn't meet the organization's needs.
So what do you see, not just your company, but in the industry in general, as the biggest challenges ahead in AI over the next, say, year or so?
It's bringing the people on board. You can spend a lot of time and money in terms of cleaning up your data, building these tools, but if you don't bring that people on board and really upskill them to use those tools, it will just sit there. And I used the bike analogy earlier in terms of you can have this brand new spanking bike, but if the rider doesn't know how to use it, it's not going anywhere.
So a year from now, we're sitting here and we're having a conversation in AI. What are we talking about?
People really being excited about AI, how they can integrate this into their day-to-day, whether it's work or personal. What are the use cases that AI can take a lot of the grunt work, the repetitive work, the boring work, so that we can really live our lives to really do the things that really triggers, what matters to us.
Well, I look forward to that conversation in a year. Thank you. This is Chuck Martin at the AI Summit London.